Then he had a pack of Lucky Strikes rolled up in his t-shirt sleeve. He had a 32 Ford lowered down to the ground and a babe you couldn't believe. Hound Dog was their favorite song and they would bop all night long. And Mama's still pretty as she's ever been, and Daddy's still cool as he was back then. She wore his leather sweater and his high school ring on a string around her neck. She was queen of the prom and he was king of the road on the full moon night they met. Her lips were red as the color of her hair and her skin was soft and fair. And Mama's still pretty as she's ever been, and Daddy's still cool as he was back then. Yeah, the secret to their lasting love that never falls apart must have something to do with the way they both stayed young at heart. Time has been so good to them, and Mama's still pretty as she's ever been, and Daddy's still cool as he was back then. Well, there's a classic car in my backyard with a string around the mirror, and on that string is a high school ring that never tarnished through the years. Well, I walked over and I opened the door and I brushed some dust away, and there on the dash was a faded photograph, and it read prom date 1958. And Mama's still pretty as she's ever been, and Daddy's still cool as he was back then. Ooh, the secret to their lasting love that never falls apart must have something to do with the way they both stayed young at heart. Time has been so good to them, Mama's still pretty as she's ever been, and Daddy's still cool as he was back then. My mama's still pretty as she's ever been, and Daddy's still cool as he was back then. And I thank God they met back then.